bad. Getting tied, you have the ball in your hands.
It was going out. That was what I work on. I think that's what these guys want me to do. That's what I was gonna do. I'm the senior. I gotta take ownership. I gotta take leadership. That shot misses. That's on me. But I'm fine with that. But I was just trying to get a little space. Thankfully, I did. I knocked it down.
Phil, how much do you guys, as some younger guys, learn from a guy like Billy?
Oh, huge. He leads the team. He tells us what to do in practice. He gets us into our offense. He's a huge contributor to the team and how we win and how we're going to play all year.
And Billy, after they came back, and got two more. You gave the ball to Chris, and they really tried to deny you get the ball again. Was that something that Chris said? Okay, I can't get it to you. I gotta take over now.
Yeah, he had the. I mean, he didn't play his greatest game, but he had the confidence to make a play, which is something we need. We're always not going to be playing the top of our game every single night, but to hit a shot like that at a time like that after a game he had that was big time. That shows the confidence he has in himself. Him being a senior with all that experience, he's ready to make those plays, and we're going to need him to make those plays.
This game kind of had like a similar feel to last year's opener, or was close the whole way, and you guys ever pull away at the end. Are these games with your dad said a young team that really hasn't played together a lot? Are these games good to win early on in the season?
Yeah, it's good to kind of have like that pressure on you when time and score. It's extremely tight. We need stuff like that down the stretch. We're gonna have to pull out a lot of games like that. I think you saw us last year. We lost a lot of games like that, and I think we did a good job of learning over the summer how to overcome that. South Dakota played a great game. They weren't rushed. They got the shot they wanted most of the time, which is kind of frustrating for us. But being able to pull out a gritty game like that shows how far we've come.
Billy, Coach talked about being patient. Do you find yourself having to be patient with your younger teammates?
Yeah. But I know they're ready to make plays. I mean, Phil. I mean, first ever college game, getting 10 rebounds. That's huge. I mean, he even had a no look pass to me, and I was shocked that he threw it because I know he couldn't see me. And when he threw it, I was like, wow. I mean, that's his first game, and he's ready to make plays. He was extremely active today, and we're going to need these guys to step up more than ever. I mean, we're going to need these guys with no experience in college to be able to come in there and give us major minutes, get 10 rebounds, make that extra pass, make shots. So I think Phil stepped up, and he showed what we're going to need from these guys for the rest of the year.
Phil, how good does it feel to be able to impact the game in so many different aspects? I know you may not be looking at personal stats as much as a team win, but you've contributed a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's the main thing, just getting the win. Coming off the bench is, you have to bring energy. Coach always tells me to bring energy and play defense. So that's what I really look, and obviously rebound the basketball. So it's nice to get on the boards and make some plays there and pass to Billy, and it's just nice to make plays off the bench. That's
Phil, when you came in the game, it was a noticeable energy left. Some seemed a little flat at times, but when you got in the game, you were all over making plays. Is that just in your personality?
That's me, yeah, all over the floor. That's how I play, and I think that's what we needed at that time because we were a little flat. And then when me and Josiah came off the bench, it was more of an energy boost. And then Billy's finally got into a rhythm, and then we started to get into our offense, and then things started working from there. So.
Billy, Coach James talked about giving you a variety of looks on the ball screens. Could you sense that out there, and how is that changing your attack during the game?
I did see that a lot. I had to do a much better job of attacking those screens. I did my work early. I studied them last year and how they guarded ball screens, especially with a guy like Nate Walters who they played last year. I got to do a better job attacking, and not only just for myself, but I got to set these guys up down low. But yeah, showing with all those different looks, that's something me as a senior. No matter how many looks they throw at me, I got to be able to make that counter move, and that comes from studying game film, studying what they did last year and how they're doing that. And, I got to do a better job. I didn't do that last year much at all. Is study as a team. So now it's got to be kind of more mental when teams throw that at you. And I mean, I'm sure they're not going to be the only one to do that this year.
Billy, it's no secret that you were disappointed with last year's result, and right away you want to make it to the championship. But I guess how determined are you personally, and how much has your determination? I guess Bill, you can touch on it too. Kind of wore off on the team.
Yeah, I mean, being a senior, it's like a whole new level of urgency. It's something I really can't put in words. I mean, once I became a senior, it was like this is it. It is. I saw the paper. It's now or never, and we got to spread. Us seniors have to spread that urgency because for the rest of our lives, if we don't make it this year, there's gonna be regrets, and they'll never go away. And spreading this urgency amongst them. I mean, it's tough for these guys to feel being a senior because I can never feel it. It's words doesn't do it justice. So we're gonna try and be a little more active. I think you're gonna see us in games be more a little active on defense, whether it's pressing, especially when Phil's in the game, put him on the ball, put his craziness on the ball, and force steals. And we got to speed guys up on defense because we're really good in transition, and you didn't see any transition from us today, but we were still able to grind it out and get that win. So over the year, we're gonna have to win in many different ways. I mean, when we play a team like Manhattan, game might be in the 40s and 50s. When we play Iona, it's gonna be in the 80s and 90s. We got to find ways to win different games.
One more for you guys.
Bill, you maybe I just noticed this, but you took it to the hole a lot today. You drew a lot of fouls. You shot 11 free throws. Was that a concerted effort on your part, or is that just what the defense gave you?
No, that was that from my part. I did a terrible job of finishing today. I was 6 for 15, just absolutely atrocious of finishing my floaters and stuff I've been working on over the summer. But being able to get to the line and make those shots is what I'll have to do. They're not always going to fall for me, but I got to attack, especially with the new rules, not hand checking at all. They did that a lot to me last year. That's what they're going to do this year still. I mean, it's going to take teams a while to learn that. So I gotta get to the hole, and I gotta be a little more patient, set these guys up down low, and kick and just be a lot more assertive than I was tonight.
Thank you, gentlemen.